First, let's start by subscribing. Dead Poets Society is a 1989 film. Directed by Peter Weir. And written by Tom Schulman. The film explores the classical educational system, individual self-realization primarily and the meaning of literature and their life choices. In this article, we will take a closer look at the film's plot, major themes, character analysis, and the cultural impact. The film is set in 1959 at Williamston Academy, a conservative boys' high school in the United States. The school emphasizes traditional education, and students are expected to compete fiercely to meet their parents' expectations. New English teacher John Keating Robin Williams turns this teaching method upside down and encourages his students to find their own voices and live authentic lives. Keating inspires students to express themselves through poetry and to break out of the mold. He encourages his students to discover the meaning of life for themselves. Centered around the message of Carpe Diem, seize the day. Keating's teaching methods have a great influence on his students, and they form a secret club called the Dead Poets Society, where they read poetry, share their thoughts with each other, and gain artistic inspiration. However, Keating's liberal teaching style brings about opposition from school authorities and parents. In particular, one of the students, Neil Perry, Robert Sean Leonard, decides to pursue his dream and act in a play, but his father strongly opposes it. In the end, Neil makes an extreme choice, which leaves Keating and the students in shock. Through this incident, the film raises questions about the nature of education, personal choice, and the responsibilities that come with it. Main themes. The film covers a number of themes, some of which stand out. Self-discovery. The film focuses on the individual's journey to discover his or her own identity. Keating encourages his students to live the lives they want to live, helping them discover their true selves. This sends an important message, especially to young people. Social pressure. Students at Williamston Academy face extreme pressure to meet the expectations of their parents and school. The film highlights the impact of these social pressures on individuals and emphasizes how important it is to live without losing yourself. Art and expression. Films show the process of expressing emotions and exploring the meaning of life through the power of poetry and literature. Keating encourages his students to freely express their thoughts and feelings through poetry, and this makes a big difference to them. Love and loss. Neil's extreme choice further highlights the theme of love and loss. He fights to achieve his dreams, but suffers from family opposition and social pressure. This incident leaves a deep scar on Keating and his friends, forcing them to reconsider the true meaning of life. 3. Character analysis. The main characters have different backgrounds and personalities, which convey various messages. John Keating. Keating is a passionate and creative teacher who empowers his students to make their own choices about their own lives. He challenges the traditional education system and encourages students to express their emotions through poetry. His character symbolizes the importance of creativity and self-realization. Neil Perry. Neil is a student with a strong desire to act in theater. He tries to follow his dreams, but struggles with parental pressure and societal expectations. His extreme choice forms the film's central conflict, showing how important individual choices are. Todd Anderson. Ethan Hawke. Todd is an introverted and timid student who, under gradually gains confidence and finds his own voice. He is devastated by Neil's death, but is shown to get back on his feet through Keating's teachings. Keith. Josh Charles. Keith is a boy who wants to be popular with his friends, and through Keating's lessons, he gains a new perspective on poetry and literature. He embarks on a journey to find himself, influenced by his friends. 4. Cultural impact. Dead Poets Society has had a profound impact on many people since its release, and has had a major impact on discussions about education and individual freedom. The film has been loved across generations, especially in education, where many teachers look to Keating's teachings as a model. Educational philosophy. The film emphasizes a student-centered educational philosophy, along with criticism of traditional educational methods. This remains an important topic of discussion even in modern education systems. The importance of art. Dead poets. Society shows the impact of literature and art on individual lives. The film reminds us of the importance of expressing emotions and exploring the meaning of life through poetry and literature. Social change. This film gave young people the courage to find their voice and resist social pressure. It has inspired many people and promoted discussions about individual choice and self-realization. 5. Conclusion. Dead Poets Society. But a work that contains simply an education on individual self-discovery and social pressure. John Keating's teachings gave students the courage and inspiration they needed to live authentic lives. And this message remains relevant today. The film explores love, loss, and the meaning of personal choice, and has touched many. Dead Poets Society is a work that reminds us all of how important it is to enjoy the present and find our own voice. If you subscribe, I will try harder and do better.